All right, so today I'm going to show you how to set up your Mac valve on an 8th gen Civic. These valves you can get on Amazon, eBay, you name it. This one I got it off eBay. It came with a little bracket and little bushings. That helps a lot to bring down the sound, because if you do mount it straight to metal, it's gonna, make a lot of noise. It'll have a lot of buzzing. So as for plumbing, you're gonna want to run this left side of the valve to the top of your wastegate. Then this one just goes straight to atmosphere, and then this right side, it'll go to the bottom of your wastegate, and then it tees off. I don't know if you can see it here. It tees off, and it goes here for a boost signal right off the turbo. Then as for wiring, it's got 2 wires. Doesn't matter which one you use. One of them, it'll go to ground. The other one is the one I pinned into the ECU. It would be to pin B2 on the B connector, and it is A, B, and C on an 8th gen. So the middle one is the one you'll unplug, and then you have to D-pin B2. I'll link in the description. I'll link from the Hondata website that it shows you which exact pin it is, so make it easier for you. Then that's pretty much for the plumbing and the pinning. I mean, I can't really do a step-by-step because it's already done on the car. The next step is going on to the Flash Pro, setting it up on there on the calibration, and then we'll go for a drive, and so you guys can see the changes live. Okay, so for Flash Pro settings, I don't know how well you can see this on the video, but I'll do my best to explain where to go and what to put as your settings. So the first thing you want to do is you want to go to calibration, then you go to boost control, then make sure boost control is enabled. Click that. I don't do the boost control solenoid is normally open. You can just leave that off. Then activation pressure, I set mine to 1. That's your choice. So for quick spool, I'm not really gonna mess with that too much on this video, but what this is just to essentially reach a desired boost quicker. So you put your threshold here, and then what it'll do is that it'll hold the wastegate shut until you reach the pressure set here, and then it goes into your duty cycle, whatever you have set up. Then boost control frequency, I have mine at 28 hertz. It's worked decent there. So these valves work between, I believe, 10 and 30 hertz. 28 has worked for me. Then control fixed duty, I just have that at 25. I'm not really messing with that now. Then you're gonna go to boost control duty lookup, which is also in the tables, which you have your ignition tables and all that. You can just do this drop down menu and then go to boost control duty lookup. So what you want to do is you want to start low and then see what that gives you. So I set them to 15. So I'm gonna do it at 20. So you're gonna do Control J and then hit selected values to 20, and that's gonna change it all to 20. You don't have to do 20. You can start lower than that, like 15 or how it was, and then start going up from there. Then set this to 1. Then you're gonna want to hit your key on, and before uploading, you also want to make sure you go to select live tuning tables, and you want to check off boost control duty lookup and boost control quick spool. You don't have to check any of the other ones. I just have cam angles and I believe fuel, because I was messing with that earlier. But you just make sure, boost control duty lookup and boost control quick spool. That way you can data log a pool, see how much boost it builds, and then you can just change. You can just go to this table and do it on the fly. You don't have to re-upload it every time. So just double check yourself. Go back to calibration, boost control. Okay, boost control enabled, 28 hertz. Okay, and then hit upload, and then just wait for it to do its thing. Okay, so we want to make sure we're data logging, so hit the data log. Also, make sure your car is at enough temperature. This here so we can see what pressure we're building here. Yeah, fun. Okay, that was about 12. So with 20% duty cycle, let's say we got 12 psi. Let's look at this real quick. So stab data log. Let's look at the graph. So at 55 we were at 10 psi, and then kind of held 11, 12 all the way through. Yeah, 12 at 7,300. Okay, so we're gonna go back to the table, and we're gonna bump it up at 6,000. I'm gonna make that 25. Then at 7,000. 25, then at 8,000 I'm gonna give it 28, and then you just save that there. And let's fill this up here. Let's go 22% there. Log again and see let's see what that does. Up top. And then in 4 they just held 11 pounds. Now mind you, the only changes I've made have been in 3rd gear. So in 4th gear I still have 20% duty cycle. Maybe 14, 15 in 3rd, but up top I know it is just spinning. It is cold out, so when the weather does warm up, it's not really gonna spin as much. stop the data log, and then look over the log here. So we built, yeah, almost 14, yeah, 13.9 psi, pretty much at red line. And then fourth just held 11 psi. So we're gonna go back to the here to third, and we're gonna bump this. I'm gonna give it 4% more duty, and then fourth gear. Go to 28, and fifth we'll do 26. Start data log again. I know this thing's gonna spin. I mean, that's not kind of what you want out of the boost controller. I'm just looking for the ranges. Set at 17. So damn, that sun is killer. So 32% duty cycle gets me 16 psi. Now I am running it's a Turbo Smart, shit, I believe I'm gonna say it's a 38mm wastegate, and it's got a 7-pound spring in it. So with a 7-pound spring and 32% duty cycle, I am getting 16 psi. It's gonna vary on what setup you have. You know, the duty cycles, maybe that duty cycle on your setup will get you less psi or more psi. It varies. Every setup is different. So now from here, I kind of have an idea of how to build this table and where I want that 16 psi. Obviously, I don't want 16 psi in third gear, because as you can see, it just spins. I mean, this doesn't have small tires. It's running 235s, I believe it is. Yeah, 235 40s is what's on it. So that's pretty much it for messing with the duty cycle on here, and then you just keep messing with it until you find, you know, the sweet spot in every gear. Obviously in fourth is where I'm gonna want that, you know, 16 psi, because it's not gonna, I don't think it'll spin that. I'm gonna have to cut the video because